So we are here at Handworks 2024, and there's people everywhere. It's starting to calm down a little bit. I have found some really cool things that I want to share with the audience. So normally I say like, welcome to Fine Woodworking News or something like that. So put the graphic here, Katie. All right, so we're gonna do the news video a little bit differently this week. We're not gonna have links because I am on the road. I'm not gonna assemble this post, and there's no way that Katie will be able to keep up with everything I'm talking about link-wise. So if you see something in this video and you want more information on it, you should head on over to Handworks website and find the vendor and find their website. But there's a lot of really cool things to cover here today. At first I was worried that there wasn't new items, but I found a lot of really cool things that might not be new to you, but I didn't know about them, and I think a lot of people will benefit from knowing about them. So let's check it out. All right, so at Handworks, everybody talks about the barn, and the barn's great. For me, the action's at the Greenwood tent this year. There's some really cool stuff to talk about here. And Peter Galbert's eating food, so I'm gonna interrupt him.
So they're not using the edges of the blade. They're using the very center. So the very center, it got duller. You know, that's just what it is. So what I always do when I'm done teaching class is I just use the edge of every blade in the shop and they're razor sharp. You know, and that's a little lesson in how to keep your stuff usable. Or at least to be lazy and not sharpen.
Don't neglect the other surface area, it'll feel better.
Yeah. Yeah, you can hear it too, the difference, yeah.
Tell us about the handle, Peter.
All right, so this tool is designed to be able to use your arms more, so the pressure that drives the cut really comes from back here, so you can literally just push it along like this, and you'll get shavings just from back there, and that's your sort of control over the depth of the cut is back there, but I hold it in the rest of my hands just to make it comfortable. So as I'm going here, but really what I'm feeling is this pressure back here. And that way you get the cuts like that. So the idea here is that you can use your arms more so your hands are just sort of like relaxed, but they're giving you feedback as you go through the cuts. And you can take really deep cuts or the really light cuts, depending on what you want.
Peter Galbert. Here we have Kelly not Kelly Happis. Her Instagram handle is Kelly Happis. It's Kelly Harris. Kelly's brand new tenon cutter with the most ingenious mechanism to make sure that the blade is always set exactly in the same spot. Well done, Kelly.
Thank you so much.
What's your website?
It's studiohappis.com.
Okay.
Feels better, right?
See, even with all of the wobbling from your like inconsiderate neighbor, Peter Galbert, you can still get a really nice cut off of this.
Pull it away. No, just roll.
Yeah.
So
It's a really clever design.
Thank you.
Oh, hey, Aspen.
What's up, then?
Nobody knows about you. Nobody cares. Although, they have
I would
the
love
coolest stickers in the history of stickers.
most of the teaching that I've been doing the last year or two.
Chairmaker's Toolbox.
More around like.
So, we're here with Jasmine Hicksdahl, and this is, can you tell us how to pronounce this?
Hasui ceramic.
You and your family make these beautiful bowls and spoons and all sorts of edible or eating ware, right?
Yes.
So this is a finish you've been using, right?
Yes, we've been using this on all our natural woodenware. It's a silicone-based wood finish. So it's in a carrier, which is isopropyl alcohol and some other fancy name of chemical that I don't know what it is.
Proprietary solvents
It
or whatever,
evaporates.
yeah.
You can read what the chemical is on the safety data sheet on our website. I use about 3 to 5 coats on the woodenware, and it cures in 3 weeks, and there's no taste, there's no smell. far superior to my experience with linseed oil. I used to use that all the time. Now I use it on milk paint only. And I think it's fantastic.
And it also leaves, this is what was super interesting to me, it's almost like it's a wet look finish, if you will, but this is natural wood, this is with the finish on it. There's no ambering, there's no color added to it.
Yeah.
And honestly, out of almost everything I've seen here, this kind of jazzes me the most. We get asked about food safe finishes so much, and this is a whole new thing.
Yep, it's imported from Japan.
Okay.
And it was developed by Tokunaga, who's a famous Japanese furniture maker.
Very cool.
Yeah.
All right. And what's your website?
woodspirithandcraft.com. You could also go to hasuiceramiciusa.com. Goes to the same place where you can purchase a sample or a pint or quart.
Very cool. Thank you, Jasmine.
Thank you.
I'm at Elia Bazzari's booth, and he's got these really cool dowel plates for spindle top sizing. So I think you could probably take these to a workpiece if you needed to, or take, the workpiece to the bench. And myriad of sizes. Really, really cool idea. We're at Hillview Tool, and I fell in love with this little protractor because it's the sexiest little protractor ever. What's your name?
Tony.
Tony, that's right. I'm sorry, Tony. I'm obsessed with the protractor instead. But look at this beautiful protractor. You're not selling these yet, but you will be soon.
I'll have an announcement soon on my website.
Okay. And you're also selling killer little squares and levels, lots and lots of, oh, look at those planes. Beautiful. Beautiful work.
Thank you.
Blue Spruce is talking smack, but that's okay. I did not know that Blue Spruce made hand saws, and they have an array of back saws here at the show, and they're beautiful looking saws. You should check them out.
They used to make saws.
We had seen
Depend if you sent that to like
the smile you get when you buy a ringed Gidgee H&T Gordon tool from Heartwood Tools, and I think it shows a little bit better in this video. Just incredible tools.
I mean, my nice tools stay in my basement, but
yeah. No, I don't think it isn't.
Leslie's going to be sold out of tools very soon here. We had talked about these Honeybrook marking gauges before, and it's really cool to see them in person. They're just as cool as I thought they would be. They've got a lot of really beautiful tools, a lot of beautiful hand tools. Honeybrooktools.com. All right, so we're finally here in the barn, and we're here with Richard Wild, brand manager of Veritas. And I was worried that they weren't gonna have something new, but Veritas always comes through for us at Handworks. So what are we looking at?
Okay, the new ruler product for this year is these narrow bench rulers, which are really designed for benchtop work, design, drawing, that kind of thing with a pencil. They've got some relief here on the back to take the ruler away from the surface, so make it easy to mark. And they come in 6-inch, 12-inch, 18-inch, and 24-inch sizes, imperial, metric, and combined imperial metric as well.
So this is kind of in coordination, with the larger bench rules.
Yeah, so the larger bench rules that we announced earlier in the year are more designed for stock layout, laying on your bench, marking out material, that kind of thing. So it's a much heftier product. It has the same relief on the back to protect your pencil and to not smudge your work. So it's just a complete ruler solution for both the bench work, bench layout work, and the bench design work.
Awesome. What else you got for us?
How about
So
our
cute.
new miniature for this Christmas season, launching in October, is this Rip Tenon saw. So it's a 1/3 reproduction of our Rip Tenon saw that we've been selling for years. Walnut handle. It's a full composite, built the same way as this big brother, and it's got a fairly narrow kerf. Not much set to the teeth, so it's about 0.2 of an inch in width, and it works quite well.
Adorable. Thank you, Richard.
My pleasure.
this one
I'm at the Lost Art Press booth, of course, and look at the cute little brass hammer. I don't know what they're calling these. They probably got a fancy name for them. But, John, what are these called?
That's a Warrington hammer.
A Warrington hammer, according to John.
That's the style of the head of the hammer.
That's the style. So is this like a vintage pattern?
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's designed in the brass so that you can hit your plane irons, and it's softer than steel. And to start cut nails,
Yeah.
right? You can hold a nail and you can get in there this way with this end of the hammer.
Okay.
And if somebody's sleeping on the job, this is better to hit them with the first time than something like this. This would be a second warning. First warning, second warning.
The lump hammer. Now a modern classic.
Yeah.
So, the Warrington brass hammer, also available in steel.
Yes.
Lost Art Press.
Yeah, thank you.
Crucible tool. All right, so we've got plate 11 if you're looking for workbenches, and jointeffort.net, Mark Hicks's education website. And over here, Jeff Lefkowitz, one of my favorite woodworkers in the world, Jeff Lefkowitz, he taught me how to build a box design ladderback Brio chair. And if you go to jointeffort.net, you can pick up kits to build one of the Boggs ladderback chairs. We've got plans, but best, the thing for me, these are all of the templates you would need. And look, bent legs. If you want bent legs, you just go to jointeffort.net. And I'm telling you right now, if you want to build a Boggs ladderback chair, this template looks like the simplest one, but this is the one that I would buy from Mark. So check it out. All right, so that does it for this episode of Fine Woodworking News, live from Handworks. Not live, this is edited. I don't know why I said live. But you gotta come to an event like this. Even if you can't come to Handworks, you gotta try and come to a woodworking event. Everybody who I talk to, everybody's just so psyched to be at a place where they're not the only woodworker for once in their lives. Like, everybody here, I guarantee you, everybody here would be excited to talk to you about inlay right now, or marquetry, or squaring up a board with a hand plane. Like, the dorkiest thing you get jazzed about, everybody here is going to get jazzed with you. So that's the coolest thing about events like this. So if you can do it, if it's within your means, try and make it out to a show like this sometime. They're kind of magic, and Handworks is always going to have a really important place in my woodworking heart. So yeah, we'll see you next time.